to thank AAA Brisbane, Tilt Tray Towing, Trackwell Motor Body Builders, get me mouth going, Blackburn Performance Engines, Threads International, Tyre Import, Speedway Photography, Speedline Engineering, Oz. Sneak up the inside and Nottage on the back straight. And Homer might roll over in 3 and 4. And High Performance Video getting Homer on action. Be worth the video just in itself, watching Homer turning laps around the Kingaroy Speedway. Lights are flashing. We're only moments away. We're going to go racing. I can't see a thing up here, but never mind. Lap scorers can't see anything either. This could get messy. We're about to go event 1, folks. Nottage. And Crack at the front row. Cracks right into the side of Nottage, but Nottage drives into the sun for the first time. Lawrence and lead Crack turned around. And that'll bring on the Ambers for the first time tonight. And I reckon that won't be the first and only. Be plenty more of that. Leith Crack got the message and he'll go to the back of the bus. Lights are out, we'll do it this time. Nottage and Cowley this time. Cowley got away a little early, but he'll go to the front. Jim Cowley, a race leader through 1 and 2 for the first time. Nottage, the Queensland champ, trying to get up the inside of the Gympie 68 Commodore. It's still Jim Cowley. And they can't see anything as they go around there with the sun. Cowley emerges the leader. As Murray Diop in the 18 goes back, plenty of spots, he's out high and dry. Lawrenson up on the grass as he tries to make away underneath Nottage. Jim Cowley in the 61. Exime batteries. Lawrenson up into the side of Nottage. Nottage gets the better run. The Dawes Garages Commodore. The 77 of Francis hard into the back of Christian Walker. Nottage. Walker. Francis. Diop now trying to go up the inside. The race leader still out in front of Jim Cowley. Can Lawrenson chase him down? Christian Walker, Murray Diop now makes his way up the inside. Nottage is going backwards. Francis hard into the side of Nottage. Reasonably well behaved. Look at Francis up the inside and Nottage, he gets through. Jim Cowley still your race leader. Lawrenson starting to chase him down, and here comes Walker. Cowley doing it out nicely in front. He's got a car length and Lawrenson. White flag comes out, one to go. Lawrence will set him up. Hugs low and he'll try to get up the inside, half a lap to go. Cowley's got all the experience. The Common will be nice and wide. Lawrenson. Now he goes to the fence, but he's not going to get it done. He'll allow Walker to get through for second. Jim Cowley will win it. Touch and go for second and third. Murray Dioff home. Brian Francis, Alan Nottage, Stephen John Layeth. Klein and Crack. That's event one. Okay, Division 1 Street Sedans, heat 2 for them about to come out. Neil Harm and Ronnie Oliver will partner him on the front row. Trevor Oxham with Wayne Slade. Richard Brosnan will start out of 5 with Russell Cowley. And Tim Atkins there and Tom Johnson. Looks like he's going to start at the back. We've still got Homer rolling it around. Okay, lights are out. I think we're set for green. Yes, we are. Harm and Oliver on the front row. Slow and steady. Harm gets on it. Oh, look at Cowley going wide. Oh, they're 4 wide through 1 and 2. Russell Cowley sticking it on the fence and driving right past him. Neil Harm still your race leader. Ronnie Oliver has got his sights set on the blue and red Falcon. Cowley, a former Queensland champ, going forward. Richard Brosnan, Tim Akin now. Nice and clean in the Division 1 Street Sedans. Neil Harm is flying. And the big BA Falcon. Tim Akin up near the fence. Trying to make the way past Oxham. In the forward wreckers, Redcliffe, Cortina, Wayne Slade now. Gets up on the inside of Akin, no harm done. Harm puts another one in the books. Oliver trying hard, so too Cowley. Brosnan. Oxham. Akin, Slade, Johnson. No, Ronnie Oliver's got problems. And the South Burnett 14. Does not seem to be turning. And will come to rest. Up in turn 1. Watch for Cowley to blow around the outside of Harm. Here we go, we're under pedal. Neil Harm down low on the pole line. Watch for Cowley to set him up and blow right past him. Tim Akin now makes it advance up into 4th, and he'll set his sights on Brosnan. Neil Harm's a race leader. Puts another one in the books, but Russell Cowley isn't coming. Tim Akin, Wayne Slade up the inside of Oxham. But it's still the big blue and red Falcon. Doing it nicely out in front. He's working hard in the front of heat 2. Cowley can't get him at the moment. White flag at the ready for Harm. Cowley all over the back. Harmy's got his elbows up, that's for sure. Cowley goes high. Loses a car length or so. And he's going to do well to chase him down as Atkin closes up on the back of Brosnan. Out at turn 4 for the final time. Give it to Harvey. Cowley, the next one home. Richard Boston will finish in third from Tim Akin. And fourth, Wayne Slade. Tom Johnson. And Trevor Oxham. And Ronnie Oliver did not finish. Good drive. For the Kingaroy resident. He's done 1,000 laps around this place. And he'll be a contender, no doubt, come Queensland title time. Start out of 1 and 2 for heat 3 for the Division 1 Street Sedans. Knock over the flags. It's all right. Wayne Slade in the Sigma will start out of 3. Lights are out. We're set to go. Watch for Lawrenson out of 5. Akin and Cowler behind to chase down though. Green flag at the ready. They stand on the loud panel, we're going green. Akin leads Cowley into turn 1. Wicks around, oh that's Francis. Driving the 77 tonight is up into third. Tim Akin is a race leader. Russell Kelly trying to chase down. It's all happening out there, nose to tail from first back to 5th. Gavin Lawrenson sits in 5 and looks for a way past Wayne Slade in the Sigma. Tim Apkin, the gimpy flyer, doing it nicely. He's got Kelly all over the back of him. And Kelly will pounce at any opportunity. Kelly sticks it up on the infield, nose on it. As Gavin Lawrenson loses. Well, he gathers it all up and he still sits in 5th, but Akin doing it nicely. Kelly still chasing hard. Brian Francis running in 3rd. Slade, Lawrenson, John Lath, Klein. But Kelly is coming. And he's hard up into the side of Akin down the back straight. Kelly won't go away. And is swarming all over the back of the Gimpy 15. Akin hugs the pole line nicely. Through turns 1 and 2 this time. Only a couple laps to go. Will Kelly get by? Francis sitting comfortably. Further back. White flag out, 1 to go for Akin. Kelly will be throwing everything at him on the final lap. Oh, I don't think he's close enough to mount a challenge. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Black and white at the ready. The Gimpy Flow will hang on it, give it to Tim Akin. Cowley, the next one home from Brian Francis. Wayne Slade, Gavin Lawrenson, Stephen John Lath, Klein and Al Nottage. Very well behaved by the Street Sedans. Oh, they're still hard at it. And Cowley wants to be the first one to the pits. I would imagine around a field of 40, as Mother Mountain Speedway is the host venue of the Queensland Modified Production title on the June long weekend. Book your accommodation now so you don't miss out. Green at the ready. Oh, we're hard at it. Harvey going up. as Crack gets turned around by Brosnan. And that'll bring on the yellows. Lights are out. The front four are ready. Crack hanging back a further back. Here we go, Harmy up near the fence again. And we'll try turn number 1 and 2, 3 wide. Look at Neil Harm blow right around the outside of Dioff and straight to the lead. What a move. Oh, Neil Harm of the 87 has got that thing hooked up. And it's running nicely. And look at him blow out as Dioff comes under pressure from Christian Walker and Jim Cowley. Oh, Harm has gone out by a long straight as Crack puts on a little bit of entertainment for the fans at the bar. Neil Harm is working nicely. It's frantic further back. Dioff, Walker, Cowley, and Brosnan, Oxham and Johnson. Oh, the man that's done plenty of laps around here, the heat run winner, leads them past the boss. Dioff, Walker, Cowley, and Brosnan. Dioff gets a bit of a push through one, and he holds it together, and Walker's gonna find a battle and a half as Jim Cowley plays it up. Oh, the big Falcon. Here comes Walker around the outside. Oh, Dioff hard in the side of Walker, but he gets up into second. Brosnan now around the outside of Cowley through turn 3. Dioff must be slowing with problems. All the others are going quicker. Richard Brosnan up on the fence, trying to get around gentleman Jim Cowley. Cowley pushing hard. He's got right hand down into Brosnan and pushing him up into the fence. Neil Harm still doing it nice as he's got 2 laps to go. Walker from Dioff. Cowley and Brosnan. Cowley now around the outside of Dioff. And he'll make it work and move up into third. White flag out for Neil Harm. He's got about 13, 14, maybe 15 lengths on Walker. Cowley, Dioff and Brosnan. Oxham, Johnson. Here's your field. Checkered flag coming out. Your Heat 4 winner, Neil Harm. Christian Walker, the next one home in second. Jim Cowley, Murray Dioff, Richard Brosnan, Trevor Oxham, and Tom Johnson. Oh, how about that, folks? As he comes past you, make plenty of noise. He's 2 from 2. Give it up for Neil Harm. Oh, plenty of Neil Harm fans here tonight. And why not? He's a hometown hero. 2 from 2. And we'll be no doubt looking forward to the Queensland title here on January 26 and 27. And if you're looking for something to do over the New Year Christmas break, December 28, 29, you will see 60 of the best AFCF juniors in Australia battled out for the Australian Championship held at Maryborough Speedway. Only a couple of hours up the road. Event 21, Francis and Harm on the front row. Can Harm go 3 out of 3? Let's see what unfolds. They stand on the loud pedal and we're going green. Oh, Francis pushing Harm to the fence. And he turns around, gets into the side of Lawrenson. No, we got another 2. Crack and Slade tangled up. How about the start? Harm got pushed out high. Christian Walker. Here we go. They stand on the big pedal. And Lawrence and Harm will bat it into turn one. Kelly and Christian Walker, there's talent up the front of this one. Christian Walker up the inside of Harm. Cowley fading a little. Gavin Lawrence's your race leaders. Cowley now up in the side of Harm through 3 and 4. Cowley gets past Walker and sets his sights on the Queensland champion Gavin Lawrence. Nice and slippery for the street sedans. Russell Cowley now up on the back of the Queensland one as Harm gets the nose of the Falcon up the inside of Christian Walker. John Lyeth up the inside of the Sigma slide. Oh, Francis exit stage left. Uses the infield, but comes back out in last spot. But as that happens, Cowley is your new race leader. As Don Lyeth in crack turnaround and precision. Cowley through onto the back straight. Leads Lawrence into Walker. Back to Harm, Slade. Francis and Don Lyeth side by side. Lawrenson is busy. Over the back of Cowley. Christian Walker now up on the back of the Queensland champ Commodore. Off Gavin Lawrenson, Cowley leads him into turn one for the first time. The 5th or 6th time perhaps. But it's Cowley, Lawrenson and Walker. Slade, Lyeth, Francis, Crack. As Neil Harm has pulled up on the fence with problems. We're set for the restart. Cowley to leave Lawrenson and Walker away. Here we go. Cowley got a better start. But Lawrenson closes back up as Francis gets underneath Slade. Lawrenson now trying to get the nose of the Commodore up beside Cowley. Brian Francis a slight touch. This side of Walker now he's pushing and shoving a little more down the back straight. Cowley leads Lawrenson. Francis up into the side of Walker. Again, whack. And again, Cowley, Lawrenson. As they cross the line, Walker to Francis. Lyeth, Wayne Slade and Leith Crack. What a drive with a former Queensland champ, Russell Cowley. In tricky and wet conditions, held off Gavin Lawrenson. And Christian Walker. Okay, event 22 out on the track. Richard Brosnan should have Tom Johnson. He is starting rear of the field tonight, the new Falcon. We will see Alan Nottage move up. Next to him, Tim Atkin. Dioth. Oxham, Cowley and Ronnie Oliver. 8 in the program, 8 on the track. 8 laps of distance. 8-a-thon. Is there an 8? Dioth got 8 in his number. So to Nottage. To sign. You probably get Nottage at 8-1. A bookie at the Speedway, now that'd make it fun. Move up to Division 1 this season, we'll start out of 1. He's going a little early, and Nottage has been left behind. I wouldn't be surprised if the yellows come on. The 33 of Oxham turned around before even got past the boss. Okay, we're underway. That's a better start. Brosnan, Diop now. Up the inside of Nottage. Little messier further back. But Brosnan. Murray Diop now up the inside of Brosnan, inherits the lead. Brosnan runs in second now. Ronnie Oliver up the inside. Nottage, Atkin, Oxham, Cowley and Johnson. It's wet and it's slippery. But the 18 of Diop leads Oliver. As Oliver now pushes up on the inside. And there's your new race leader. Diop back to second. Brosnan, Atkin, Cowley, Nottage, Oxham and Johnson. Oh, the big Falcon of Ronnie Oliver doing it nicely out in front. Diop is all over the back. Brosnan now closing up on Oliver, Atkin, Cowley and Nottage can't make any improvements on the front three. Brosnan gets sideways. And Atkin now closes up on the back of the mirror at 22. Oliver and Diop hard at work out in front. As Cowley gets up the inside of Tim Aiken. Nottage, Oxham and Johnson. Oliver leads from Diop. Brosnan. Cowley, Atkin, and Nottage. Oxham runs high. Allows Johnson to get up the inside. Atkin now fighting back under Cowley. As Diop is all over the back of Ron Oliver down the back straight. Oh, Diop. Oh, back him in for a win. He's got an 8 on the roof. As Diop, the big punt up the inside. Oliver, left hand down and punts Diop back in the infield. White flag out. 1 to go. I'm not sure how the officials will rule that, but Diop chasing hard to Ronnie Oliver. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag at the ready. Ronnie Oliver will win it from Diop. Atkin home in third from Richard Brosnan, Jim Cowley, Alan Nottage, Tom Johnson and Trevor Oxham. Oh, the 8 theory nearly worked. To the control tower, please. Treasure to the control tower, please. I tell you what, folks, the 8 theory has merit. Murray Diop, number 18, has been given the win, and Ronnie Oliver are relegated to the rear. Second, sorry. I getting excited. The 8 theory had merit. Would have cleaned up with good odds. Okay, we've reduced the final to 15 laps. Due to Sunday fastly creeping up on us. Russell Cowley to start out of 1. And he'll be hard to catch from there. Christian Walker on his outside with Tim Atkin out of 3. Jim Cowley, Neil Harm, Murray Dioff, the Queensland champion. Gavin Lawrenson out of 7. Richard Brosnan, Brian Francis, Leith Crack, Ron Oliver, Alan Nottage, Wayne Slade, Trevor Oxham and Tom Johnson. Here we go, Cowley and Walker will get us underway. Oh, Cowley pushing Walker straight up to the fence. Harm gets his way through. Atkin pounces and gets up into 2nd. Neil Harm up the inside of Jim Cowley. Back to Dioff, Gavin Lawrenson. And Leith Crack, but Russell Cowley is the race leader after the first lap. Jim Cowley up into the side of Neil Harm and pushes the big Falcon to the fence. Oh, Jim Cowley, a nice slide job. Oh, as there's carnage further back. That's Francis, Oliver, Nottage, Slade and Crack, Brosnan. Oh, there's cars everywhere. Ian Walker, Jim Cowley and Neil Harm. And they come past the cone. Russell Cowley will lead him into turn 1 and 2. Tim Atkin will try to chase down the former Queensland champ through 3 and 4. Atkin hard in the back of Cowley to make their way through 1 and 2. Christian Walker can't go with the front 2. Cowley hung in the pole line. Tim Atkin trying to get his Commodore up and inside. The Vilja 10 of Russell Cowley as Dioff gets up the inside of Neil Harm. They're side by side into turn 3. Harm fights back, but Dioff merges into 5th position. Christian Walker now up the back of Tim Atkin. Look at Neil Harm and Gavin Lawrenson now trying to chase down Dioff. Christian Walker all over the back of Atkin. Russell Cowley still leads. Atkin, Walker, Jim Cowley, Dioff and Neil Harm. Lawrence, Ronnie Oliver, Richard Brosnan. Cowley puts another one in the box. Atkin, Walker, Jim Cowley, Dioff, Harm and Lawrenson unchanged thus far. Walker still swarming on the back. And the red and white bumper of Tim Atkin. Big MP15 machine is coming under attack from Walker. The front 3 are breaking away from Cowley, Dioff and Harm. Harm is from the 87 Falcon every which way to get past Dioff. Cowley still leads. Walker looks to have a quick car, but he can't get past Atkin at the moment. Gavin Lawrenson now gets up the inside, but Harm fights back on the outside. Lead track about to be put a lap down by Kelly. Atkin, Walker, Jim Kelly, Geoff, Lawrenson and Harm. Christian Walker around the outside of Atkin. They're side by side through turn 3 and 4. Atkin fights back and will retain his second. As Lead crack the lap marker, bunches the field back up and allows Russell Kelly to run away. Atkin, Walker, Jim Kelly, Neil Harm going upstairs and trying to try to blow past the outside of a lot of them. Atkin finally gets past Crack, but has he allowed to let Kelly out too far? Neil Harm gets back past Lawrenson. He left high up in the marbles and drops back. White flag out for Kelly. He's a long way in front. Atkin runs in second. Checkered flag at the ready. Russell Kelly will win the Division 1 Street Sedan final. Tim Atkin will be the next one home. Walker, Kelly, Diop, Lawrenson. Who knows? They're about 4 wide. So they pass the boss. No doubt about your winner. What a drive. Russell Kelly will pull up and take the checker flag. And the final race of the night will come out very, very shortly. Put your hands together, folks, for Russell Kelly. A good drive and make plenty of noise as he goes past. Helmet off and he looks like he'll take no further part. Unfortunate for him early on as a shift car body removals. Falcon pulled into action. Oh, this will be a big duel at the front. Get set for this, Kingaroy. Thompson v. Clark. Oh, Thompson got a bit of jumper. Watch Clark. The Rocket. Sticking it 2 wide through 1 and 2. Clark and Thompson side by side. Oh, he's trouble. Into the fence. Young Mitchell Whittaker. Folks, Thompson and Clark side by side. We're going green. Heat 1 of the AFCF Juniors underway. Look at Clark going around the outside of Thompson through 2. Clark got it. Oh, he's got half a length in front of Thompson. Thompson will fight back. Oh, look at these two out in front. Doesn't get any better. Thompson down low and Clark there side by side. Oh, haven't touched a bar of paint between the two as of yet. Thompson gets back. Clark pulling down on Thompson. Through 3 and 4. And Thompson is a race leader after 2 laps. The Rocket Clark chasing down as they come up, and Renee Barron put a lap down on her. O'Keefe up on the inside of all. Hanks back to McDermott. Zorm goes high up and he goes around, but that's Barron and lets O'Keefe up into 3rd. Thompson still your leader, but Clark is all over the back of the Maryborough 8. Oh, Clark is swarming, waiting for any opportunity Thompson will give him. Down the back straight for another time, Thompson leads Clark. O'Keefe to Warm, Hinks and McDermott. Caleb Barrett and young Francis. That time Owen Clark put another lap on Renee Barron, who is getting faster with every lap she does. Unchanged thus far in the event. Thompson's pulled out a couple of lengths on young Clark. O'Keefe sits nicely from Horn. Hanks to McDermott. Plain sailing. Oh, Thompson. Argy-bargy through the field. And he puts a lap down on Francis and Barron. Here goes Clark. He's going to stick it to Thompson around the outside. Half a lap to go. Clark and Thompson. Checkered flag at the ready. Thompson goes high, give it to Clark. Thompson will be home in second. And Nicholas O'Keefe will be the next one home. From Carradorm. McDermott, Sarah Hinks. And that's the AFCF Juniors. How about it, folks? What a drive by the two out in front. Put your hands together for David Clark and Scott Thompson. So many people out here again tonight, and you won't be disappointed. Side of the second row for the Brisbane 39 is Shane Heathcote. Have a go at this guy. And they tell me he's set for a midget ride next season. Moving into the open wheel ranks. We wish him well with that, but I'm sure he'd like to add the AFCF Australian title to his belt. There's plenty of laps to be done before that's awarded. And Michael Francis, who ran on the podium last weekend in Maryborough, will start out of one with Bianca Smith out of two. Justin Smith, Shane Heathcote, Justin Helmore, Nathan Barbara, Sam Rosa, Ryan Pearce, Jaden Peacock, Trent Humphreys, and Grant Econ. Oh, I don't think there's that many that are right out there, but never mind. The front four are there. Okay, we're set for go. Francis has already got a big start. And we'll pull him up. Oh, I didn't think they'd let to be go that. Officials quick onto it. Young Francis is away out of the gate. And he will have to pay attention. Okay, we're set for take two of this one. Francis v. Smith on the front row. Francis has got away early, or did Smith just miss the start? Never mind, Francis leads him into 1 and 2. Here comes Heathcote. Don't count out Ryan Pearce around the outside, further back. Justin Smith, oh, up on the inside of Francis. The young fella holds it together, but he runs wide, and Smith now will try to sneak up the inside. Shane Heathcote wants in on the action. Francis Smith. Heathcote, don't count out Peacock out of this one. Oh, it's Helter Skelter in Heat 2 of the AFCF Juniors. Francis goes hard and sets himself up for 1 and 2. Smith looking for a way. Heathcote a little untidy. Trent Humphreys further back making his way up through the field. Heathcote makes his way up to second through the inside of Smith. Sets his sight on the 26 of Francis. Who's a race leader for another one. Heathcote, Smith. Peacock runs in fourth to Humphreys. Barbara Pierce. In Econ and Bianca Smith as your field. It's frantic at the front. Francis will get snuggled up by the flyer. Brisbane Shane Heathcote takes the lead in the 39. Smith trying to find a way up onto the back of Francis. It's still Heathcote. He's got 3 lengths on Francis to Smith, Peacock and Humphreys, Barbara Econ and Pierce. That's how they run thus far. There must be only a couple of laps left in this one. White flag coming out for Heathcote. Francis under all sorts of attack from Smith. Peacock to Humphreys. Oh, Humphreys has turned himself around in front of the pit gate. Oh, and Pierce. The 77 has Emma Hambridge. The Queensland 39er Shane Heathcote to win this one from Francis. Justin Smith, Peacock. The next across the line will be Nathan Barbler. And Econ. What a fantastic drive, folks. Put your hands together for the man out of Brisbane, Shane Heathcote. What a drive. They tell me the Queensland title here. The 2 Spicer cars, Australian champion, will be here for the Queensland title, along with cars from South Australia, Victoria and Northern Territory. You will have one heck of a field of AFCF Juniors come January 6. And hopefully the newly crowned Australian champion will be here also. As I said, one of the top contenders. The man that starts out of position 4 in this one, Shane Heathcote. Was turning some incredibly quick lap times last weekend at Maryborough. He got pushed all the way to the checkered through lap traffic by Michael Francis and Ryan Pierce. Lights are out. We're set to do it AFCF Junior style. O'Keefe and Hinks on the front row. We're going green. And O'Keefe got a good start. Heathcote goes straight to the inside and look for a way on the inside of the pink machine of Hinks. Whittaker and Peacock. Oh, Peacock round the outside of Whittaker. Heathcote into the back of Hinks, trying to find a way past. Heathcote is coming on strong and trying to go around the outside of Hinks. Nicholas O'Keefe is your race leader, but for how long? Side by side down the back straight, and Heathcote prevails. Heathcote is your new race leader. From O'Keefe, Sarah Hinks. Jaden Peacock now looking for a way around the outside of Whittaker. Nathan Francis starting to make his run. So too young Joe is Whittaker. Now back up the inside of Peacock. Oh, it's Helter Skelter further back for second. Francis up on the inside of Peacock. Oh, look at the battle for second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Young Joe in on the action. Oh, the battle's intense. Whittaker now up the inside of Hinks. Heathcote is screaming out in front. O'Keefe runs in second. Hinks, Whittaker, Francis, Peacock. Young Joe. How good's this, folks? As they come along to put a lap down of Bianca Smith. Second gets past. Hinks, Whittaker, oh, Nathan Francis has a moment, hangs on to it. Oh, they're three wide through turn one. Whittaker gets past Francis, looking up the inside. Peacock around the outside. Heathcote leads it. O'Keefe, Hinks, Whittaker, Francis, Peacock. Oh, what a heat race. White flag comes out, one to go. Heathcote, Whittaker now up the inside of Hinks. Whittaker gets up on the inside of Hinks. O'Keefe sitting in second, but for how long? Whittaker gets past Hinks and sets his side for second. Meanwhile, Heathcote takes the race win. O'Keefe, Hinks and Whittaker for second, third and fourth. O'Keefe will hang on. Whittaker, Hinks and Francis. Oh, it'll be a photo for fourth. Young Joe hanging on to some S's. How about that, folks? How about you put your hands together for the whole lot of them? What a drive by the lot. Fantastic heat race. But that man out in front is too good. In the 39 from Nicholas O'Keefe and young Whittaker. Okay, we form them up. Looking at some fantastic shots for the rooftop from High Performance Video. And the track looking nice. And we hope it stays that way to get some nice two-wide modified production racing later on. Humphreys and Pearce on the front row. Nathan Barbler, Renee Barron. Watch for David Clark. And watch Scotty Thompson from position 7. 8 to meet the starters' orders. Green flag at the ready. Humphreys and Pearce. Hang on a second. We'll try that again. I'm not sure whether Justin's piloting Bianca's car in this heat, but we'll never know anyway. We're underway. Humphreys and Pearce, that's a better start from the juniors. Orm goes high. Thompson straight underneath Francis and sets his side on Clark, but it's out in front where Humphreys, then Pearce are side by side. Through 3 and forward on the main straight for the first time. Humphreys leads into 1. Pearce, David Clark, Barbler, Francis and Thompson. Pearce fights back on the inside of Humphreys. Oh, the action's on at the front. So they come along and put a lap down on Renee Barron. Ryan Pearce trying to get up the inside of Humphreys. David Clark in on the action. So too Nathan Barbler. Francis and Scott Thompson. Humphreys leads heat 4 from Pearce is Thompson now. Got the Mirror 8 machine up on the infield and trying to find a way past Barbara. Trent Humphreys doing it nicely from Pearce, Clark, Francis, Barbara and Thompson. Carried on in the Smith car. Humphreys about 3 or 4 lengths on Pearce as David Clark looks to go around the outside of the 77 machine. Oh, Pearce. Francis wants in on the action. To the South Burnett 26. Trying to get in. Up the inside of Clark and Pearce. A red-hot battle for second. Clark once again goes up to the outside. Trying to go around the outside of the 77. Hold on. We've got Barbara turned around in turn 4. And the yellows are on. Looks like no harm done. Not sure why. We couldn't get them to do it last week. Never mind, we're going with, hang on, who knows? Last time I read the rule book, it was a single hole start. These young kids, they're keen. The officials look happy. Humphreys to lead them away at the restart. Let's go, we've got it right that time, boys and girls. Humphrey leading them through turn 1, Pearce. David Clark on the back of Pearce, down the back straight. Oh, Scott Thompson with a slingshot underneath Francis in turn 3. Francis fights back on the outside on the 26. Too wide past the boss. David Clark all over the back of Pearce. Humphreys leads. Pearce, Clark, Thompson and Francis. What a battle those two have had over the years with their fathers side by side, and the kids are doing it again for many more years to come. Clark now up the inside of Pearce through 1 and 2. Oh, they're side by side and trading paint down the back straight. Pearce gets past and retains his second. Jacket flag at the ready. This one will go to Trent Humphreys. Pearce will be the next one home from David Clark, Michael Francis and Scott Thompson. Nathan Barbler, Kerrod Orm and Renee Barron rounds out your field. Great race. Come on, folks, make some noise for Trent Humphreys. Red and black shirt below the control tower and order your copy tonight. And they will get it to you as soon as they can. Event 23 out on the track. Okay, we're stacked for Heat 5 of the AFCF Juniors. Peacock and Justin Smith on the front row. Francis and Thompson set to go again. Oh, look at them, packed nice. This could end in tears. We're about to go, we're green. Peacock leads them into 1. Look at Clark hanging like a roller up high. But Peacock's a race leader for the first time down the back straight. Michael Francis and Scott Thompson in second and third. Justin Smith, David Clark now up the inside of Smith. Sarah Hinks in the pink machine. To Whitaker, Nathan Francis and Young Joe. Michael Francis throwing everything at Peacock. Through 3 and 4. For the second time, Thompson fighting back as Francis gets up the inside and inherits a race lead from Peacock. Francis, your new race leader. From Peacock to Thompson to Clark. Back to Smith as Young Joe. Spins the infield on the 57. He gathers it up and keeps going as Clark gets up into the side of Thompson and pushes his way through to third. Francis still your leader from Peacock. Clark is a-coming. And Clark in the Brisbane 2, making plenty of ground. Now on Peacock, and he closes right up the back of Jaden Peacock in the 74. While this is happening, Francis pulls out another car length. Peacock runs wide, and Clark now will make his way up on the inside as Young Joe turn. Here's 57 machine around. Clark up to second and sets his sight on Michael Francis. He's about 6 or 7 lengths down in front. Can Clark chase down Francis? Peacock back to Thompson. That's your front four. Who are lapping nice and quick in Heat 5 of the AFCF Juniors. I think Clark may have made a few car lengths that time round, but will he have enough laps to get Michael Francis? White flags out, I don't think so. Francis, half a lap to go. Down the main straight for the final time. Michael Francis will win it from Clark and Peacock. Back to Scotty Thompson, Nathan Francis, Justin Smith, Sarah Hinks, and a couple others further back. Okay, the next heat. Well, the final heat for the AFCF Juniors out on the track now. And the pole man for this one will be Nicholas O'Keefe from the 56, the M&M Carriers. Machine on his outside. Looks like Caleb Aaron in the South Burnett 28. Carradorm out of 3, McDermott, Ryan Pearce, Trent Humphreys, Shane Heathcote and Nathan Barbara. And Bianca Smith changed over from a brother and will now pilot the 31 in Heat 6. O'Keefe would be nearly stalling. He's going that slow. Lights are out. They must be doing 6 or 7 kilometres an hour. Green light, here we go. They get the little 1200cc motors wound up, but it's Nicholas O'Keefe who leads them down the back straight for the first time. Look at Ryan Pearce. He's right onto the back of Heathcote. As Carradorm, the 22, looks to go high around the outside of O'Keefe. Heathcote now up the inside of all. Ryan Pearce also that too wide by 2. Heathcote's your new race leader up the inside of O'Keefe. Here comes Pearce. Oh, have a look at the frantic action out in front. The 39 of Heathcote, your race leader. O'Keefe to Pearce. Orm, Humphreys, McDermott, and Barbara. Barron and Smith. The 39 Keith gets up on the inside. And lands on the 39 of Heatcake, no harm done. Pearce in the 77 swarming over the back of O'Keefe. Orman Humphreys running in 4th and 5th. Oh, the action is awesome. AFCF Juniors turning on. How about Heatcake? Shut the gate, the horses bolted. Heatcake has set the place on fire just about. He's circulating very quick. Orm is up to 2nd. Humphreys 3rd. Brian Pearce back to Nicholas O'Keefe. More Pearce into the back at 22. Down the back straight. As Heatcake starts to chase down and put a lap on Bianca Smith and Caleb Aaron. That 1200 of Heatcake is screaming. Humphreys runs in 2nd from Orm. O'Keefe, McDermott and Pearce. Barber is the next one. The white flag's out, 1 to go for Heatcake. Humphreys back to Orm. O'Keefe, McDermott and Pearce. Checkered flag at the ready. Shane Heatcake will win another heat. Humphreys with the next one home. From Nicholas O'Keefe, who fights his way back up to 3rd. Oh, what a drive. As he pulls the infield, come on folks, put your hands together and show your appreciation to Shane Heatcake. Okay, the AFCF Junior Finals underway. Heatcake and Clark harder to the front. Francis and Humphreys. Peacock, Thompson, O'Keefe and Hinks. Shane Heatcake's your race leader from David Clark. Francis, Humphreys, Peacock and Thompson. Here comes Clark. Clark hard into the side of Heatcake. Francis now will get up the inside of Clark. Peacock runs wide. Thompson now moves up a spot. Oh, Francis into the side of Clark also. Plenty of action. Thompson now on the inside of Humphreys. Oh, look at Scott Thompson. Got the Maribor 8 little machine working nicely as he comes up on the back of Michael Francis. Thompson's car is hooked up and working nicely. Can he get past Franson and chase down the front two of Heathcote and Clark? They come past and put a lap on Renee Barron. Heathcote still leads from Clark. Francis, Thompson, Humphreys, Peacock, O'Keefe, Hinks, Nathan, Francis, Smith, Barbara, McDermott and Whittaker. Back to Kayla Barron. But Heathcote has Scott Thompson now up the inside of Francis. And now Sachi's side on the front two. White Machines, look at Dave Clark trying to go around the outside of Heathcote. Oh, look at the battle up in front. Heathcote leads to turn 4. Clark goes high. They are hard out of the front pair. Heathcote and Clark. Thompson going high. Francis, they duck and weave through lap traffic. Peacock up on the fence. Keeps the little machine going. No harm done. Loses spot to O'Keefe though, but Heathcote still your race leader. Clark, Thompson, Francis, Nicholas O'Keefe hard into the fence. And that's where the 56 machine may stop. And we'll have a premature end to the AFCF A-Main. Big hit into the side. Heathcote, Clark and Thompson and Francis. Look at them nose to tail. Robbins racing. Heathcote stands on the fun button. And we're underway in the AFCF final. Thompson's got some work to do to chase down the front two White Machines out of Brisbane. Heathcote leads Clark, but Clark is starting to come. Clark looking high, he'll try the switch back and go underneath Heathcote, but he's not close enough to affect the move. Oh, now he gets up nice and on the inside of Heathcote as they come past Renee Barron and put a lap down on her. Thompson back to Michael Francis and Trent Humphreys. Sarah Hinks, Justin Smith. Back to Nathan Francis. But your leader, Shane Heathcote. As Francis has got Trent Humphreys trying to drive around the outside of Selpin at 26. Then make his way up into 4th. Oh, look at Clark swarming over the back of the 39. Trying the inside, now the outside. Clark going upstairs. Oh, hangs on to a little bit loose. But he keeps it together. Scott Thompson starting to chase down the front two. Here comes Thompson. Heathcote looking for more traction and he goes higher up the track. Heathcote, Clark. Thompson, Francis and Humphreys. That's your front 5. Clark up the inside of Heathcote. Oh, the two Brisbane cars are smashing each other. Look at them side by side, panel on panel. As Whittaker might have done an engine in the 31. Oh, Clark up into the fence. Heathcote gets past Thompson up in a second. Heathcote still your leader. Clark left front end damage to the Brisbane 2. That car's not going to go left real well. But Thompson, Scott Thompson is it coming. He's got only 2 or 3 lengths to catch down Heathcote. He closes up, Thompson does. He's got the front wheel off the ground of the Melbourne 8. He's got a length. Here comes Thompson down the back straight. Oh, how about the ACF juniors? Heathcote out in front. Thompson now closes right up on the back of Heathcote. 1 lap to go. Heathcote 2, 3 and 4. Thompson up on the back of Heathcote. Thompson now up on the inside. Here comes Thompson and Heathcote side by side. Oh, give it to Heathcote on the outside. Oh, what a feature race. Clark home in second or third. Francis and Humphreys. What a feature race. And what a finish. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together. What a feature race. And make plenty of noise for Shane Heathcote. And Scotty Thompson, what a drive. He reeled in the 39 machine. Another lap he may have had him. They were side by side as they crossed the judge. But the outside of Heathcote took the final. Meeting. And there's Homer. Getting some heavy airtime on the high performance video. Some fantastic shots. Make sure you come up and see him if you want your copy. To remember, I know that I certainly am gathering a large collection of Speedway DVDs at home. And you spend enough time here on the weekend, the wife certainly appreciates watching sprint cars and super sedans during the week. Okay, we're going to look to form them up. Big field of street sedans. The lights are out. We're going to do it this time. Kent and Jennings on the front row. Mossett Woodrow, Ben Griffins in the wicks. On the third row, we're set for green. Kent straight to the front. Tegan Jennings fighting hard. Wicks and Wicks side by side as Atkins blows around the outside of them. Oh, look at Tegan Jennings. Oh, she turns to the Cortina around. Pulls the infield and no harm done. Might bring on the yellows. And that it does. They're waiting for the drop of the flag. There it goes. The flags are waving. Kent and Griffiths. Oh, Wicks has got problems. Gets the short back inside from Wasso as Ashley Atkins. The 83 Falcon sticks it up near the fence and will try to drive around the outside of Griffins also. Atkins up into second and sets his side on Kent. Another one of the juniors fresh out in Division 2. Street sedans up into second. It's a little bit scrappy further back as Woodrow and Griffin. Side by side down the back straight. Nathan Barbler. That's Michelle Barbler, my apologies. Going around the outside in the 81. David Kent's your race leader. Atkins all over the back. They are everywhere further back. Kirley Pierce in the big Falcon. Looking for a way around the outside of Barbler. Oh, Matt Rigby running about third track. Oh, goes around the outside of Griffiths and Franz. But Kent still your race leader. Kirley Pierce making a move around the outside of Wicks. The door gets shut as Rigby gets underneath. David Kent still leading. But the 83 of Atkins is a coming. Woodrow Wicks, Rigby, Michelle Barbler, Pierce, Griffiths, Franz, Wicks, and Jennings. Matt Rigby in the Gympie 28 is running around up on the boards. He sets his sights. Oh, Barbler throws it into the side of the Commodore. Rigby going to the fence and upside down and over for Rigby. Oh, Matt Rigby upside down, a massive rollover on the back straight. Oh, how about that? Commodore. Rigby going to the fence and upside down and over for Rigby. Oh, Matt Rigby upside down. As I said, he come up high. hit the fence, drove up the fence and upside down and over. And the Clayton's towing service called into action for the first time tonight. Let's hope driver and passenger are okay. That is a big one. We are declaring this race. Obviously just taking all the precautionary measures necessary with driver and passenger. See how they handle the slippery conditions. Heat 2, Division 2 Street Sedans about to get underway. Calvert, they stand on the fun button. And Calvert and Shanks, Jers, Elstrom. Oh, it's ugly to say the least. Calvert hanging on the orange Cortina as Shanks goes around the outside and blows past the lead. Elstrom and Jers. Elstrom up high. He's brave, sticking it up there. Puff of smoke by the 42. And that car may not go any further. Jers runs in third from James Elliott. Elstrom got plenty of smoke coming out of the 42, and that's allowed Rob Shanks to race out in front. Elliott gets around the outside of Jers. Calvert, Raymond, Budgeon, and Runasingi. Jers in the big Falcon gets a nose up the inside of Elliott, but he can't get it done. Elgin with plenty of smoke, being told to get off and out of the road. The Commodore running on about 2 cylinders. Good night for Ford fans. But Rob Shanks, your race leader. Good battle for second as Jers gets a Falcon and tries to go around the outside of Elliott. Oh, Elliott turns right in the side of him and only forces himself to go backwards. Shanks in the 47, still your race leader. From Jers, Elliott, Jessica Raymond in on the action now. Raymond all over the back of Elliott. Running for third position, Calvert and Runasingi. But Rob Shanks puts another lap in the books. Jers is doing serpentines down the main straight. He gathers up the Gimpy 10 Falcon. Jessica Raymond now up the inside of Elliott. The battles for third between James Elliott and Jessica Raymond. White flags out for Rob Shanks. Elliott running a little high. Jessica Raymond trying to find a way on the inside for third. Back to Budgeon, Calvert, and Runasingi. Checkered flag is out and waving. For the South Burnett 47 of Rob Shanks will win heat 2. A long way back to Shane Jers. James Elliott and Jessica Raymond side by side. Elliott will get on the outside of Raymond. Back to Big Budgeon. Mark Calvert and Peter Runasingi. It was a little ugly, but it was no doubt about the winner. Rob Shanks in the 47. Great drive to win heat 2 of the Division 2 Street Sedans. And that brings us to event 9, and it's showtime. Modify reductions. Event 17 is underway and Rob Shanks leads Ashley Atkins into turn one, but Atkins fights back on the outside in the 83 Falcon. Elstrom up into third. Look at Shanks and Atkins side by side. Plenty action up the front for first Rob Shanks. Holds on the lead. Oh, David Kent hard up on the side of Woodrow. As Budgeon gets around the outside. Well, that's 77 of Shane Wicks. Rob Shanks in the 47 leads. From Akin, Elstrom, Budgeon, Wicks, Kent, Sarah Franz, and Mossett Woodrow. Rob Shanks in the 47 is still your race leader. From Atkins, Elstrom, Budgeon, Wicks, Kent, France and Woodrow unchanged. David Kent busy at the wheel in the 55, gets a shunt, hangs on to before crashing into the back straight fence. Rob Shanks is out of control down the main straight. Atkins is closing up on the race leader. Elstrom runs untroubled in third to Budgeon. Franz and David Kent all over the back of Franz. Kent all over the side of Franz. David Kent has had everything but the water truck in this heat. He is on a mission, the orange Cortina. Akin sets the heat-seeking missile on the 47 of Shanks. The big Falcon is all over the back of Rob Shanks. 2 laps to go. Atkins will set Shanks up and then try to drive up on the inside. Shanks stays a little lower to take the white flag. Runs a little wider through 1 and 2. Atkins not close enough to take advantage. 2 corners to go. Checkered flag at the ready. Rob Shanks will win this one from Ashley Atkins. Bjorn Elstrom will be the next one home in third. Oh, Sarah Franz up in the side of Budgeon. Kent pushes Wicks around. Oh, a little bit of entertainment again for the folks in the bar. But a good drive there. Okay, event 18 about to get underway. Michelle Barber on the front row with Peter Runner singing on the outside. We're set to go. Runner singing gets a good run into turn 1. Michelle Barber fighting hard. Laurie Wicks as Kiralee Pierce trying to get up on the inside of Griffiths. Jessica Raymond, Shane Jers back there also. Nice and clean early on in Division 2 Street Sedans. Runner Singy leans Barbara. Wicks. Elliot Pierce as Raymond gets up the inside of Griffin. Calvert makes his way past Jers into turn 3. Unchanged out there, and Runner Singy. Leads Barbara. And Wicks through turns 1 and 2 for another lap. Jessica Raymond all over the back of Kiralee Pierce. Griffins, Calvert, Jers. And Jennings in a big battle. Further back. Oh, Raymond trying to get a nose up the inside of Kingaroy Pierce. But runner Singy leads Michelle Barbara. Laurie Wicks is coming and is all over the back of Barbara. James Elliott, Kingaroy Pierce, Jessica Raymond knows the tail from second to fifth or sixth. Fantastic battle. Is going to make the break move and move off the pole line. Barbara goes high and lets Wicks through. Kingaroy Pierce now up the inside of James Elliott. It's a good battle further back. Runner Singy, Wicks, Barbara, Elliott, Pierce and Raymond. Half a lap to go for runner Singy. He might have this one in the bag. Laurie Wicks will hang on for second. Michelle Barbara. Oh, Jessica Raymond will finish in fifth in front of Kingaroy Pierce. Shane Jers, Griffins and Tegan Jennings and Mark Albert. And event 19. Heat 7 of the Modify production. Kingaroy Pierce and Shane Wicks, your front row. Jers and Ken on the second row. We're set to go. All lights are out. Green flag at the ready. And we're going green. Nice and slippery. Atkins and the big Falcon trying to drive around the outside of Kent. But it's Kingaroy Pierce who leads them down the back straight for the first time. Wicks hugging the pole line. David Kent in the Cortina. Trying to drive Atkins. Erupts into the fence but keeps the Falcon going. Action everywhere you look. Kent up into second. Atkins now turns the Falcon around. And the racing still continues with Kingaroy Pierce out in front. David Kent trying to chase down. No, Jers up into the inside of Wicks. Laurie Wicks wants in on the action. Oh, it's slippery and sliding out there. Splish splash. I was taking a bath as Wicks turns around in front of Laurie Wicks. David Kent and the Cortina going upstairs. Is there enough drive to get the move done? He sure is. Kent's a new leader from Pierce. Shane Jers runs in third. Laurie Wicks running in fourth. Oh, David Kent, the Cortina. Kingaroy Pierce under attack by Shane Jers. Laurie Wicks is in on the action. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Running nice and close. David Kent, the 55-year race leader through turn 4 to put another one in the books. Kingaroy Pierce fighting off all challenges from Jers. As Laurie Wicks now looking to go around the outside. 2 laps to go. Kent, Pearce, Jazz and Wicks. Back to Tegan Jennings. Wicks and Griffiths. White flag comes out for your race leader. David Kent has got 1 lap at the Kingaroy Speedway to go. QLD, Pearce, Jers and Wicks. Out of turn 4 for the final time. Jacket flag at the ready for David Kent. Great drive by Curly Pearce in second. Shane Jers hard at it for third. Laurie Wicks to Tegan Jennings. Shane Wicks and Ben Griffiths. And that's heat 5. There isn't 2 streets. Run 1. Mick Budgeon will start out of 1. James Elliott in the 26 out of 2. Sarah Franz and Jessica Raymond on the second row. Mossett Woodrow, Mark Calvert, Michelle Barbler, Peter Ranasinghe, Rob Shanks and Bjorn Elstrom. Lights are out, we're set to go. Budgeon and Elliott on the front row. Here we go, the big Falcon straight to the front. Sarah France follows Budgeon into turn 1 and 2. Oh, it's a little bit of push and shove. Looks reasonably settled as Mick Budgeon leads him on the main straight for the first time. Have a look at James Elliott trying to go around the outside. Jessica Raymond sneaks up into second. Cortina side by side down the back straight. Mick Budgeon through turn 4 and he'll put another lap in the books. Raymond clear cut in second with James. Elliott runs in third. As I say that, he runs high and that's Calvert and Franz get up the inside. And James Elliott fights back to 4th. As Sarah Franz comes under attack from Michelle Barbler. Raymond now up the inside. Mossett Woodrow turns around. Sarah Franz pointing the opposite direction also. The yellows will be brought on as the Bjorn Elstrom Commodore is putting on a fireworks display for 1 and 2. Budgeon leads them away into turn 1. Jessica Raymond. She's hot on the heels of Budgeon. Calvert wants in on the action. And James Elliott wants to get some spots back. Mick Budgeon in the big Falcon has Jessica Raymond hot on the heels and up the inside. Jessica Raymond is your new heat winner, or leader, I should say. As she gets there on a couple of lengths on Budgeon to Calvert. James Elliott, Woodrow, Shanks, Ranasinghe, Elstrom, Franz and Barbler. That's how they are as they cross past the boss for the second last time. Budgeon under all sorts of attack from Calvert in third. Jessica Raymond doing it nicely. Budgeon and Calvert. There's plenty of laps left in this one. Second last time, hardly. Still 3 laps to go, but Raymond's got a nice gap on Budgeon and Calvert. James Elliott to Woodray, Shanks, Renner, Singy, Elstrom, Barbara and Franz. Oh, Calvert closes up on the back of Budgeon. The Cortina looking for a way past the big Falcon. But Jessica Raymond, the Croy Auto Wreckers, Cortina. Checkered flag at the ready for the final Street Sedan heat of the night. Jessica Raymond takes it out. Budgeon will be home in second from Calvert. James Elliott, Mossett Woodrow, Shanks, Renner Singy, Michelle Barbara and Sarah Franz, and Braun Elstrom did fail to make the journey. Oh, what a good drive. The former junior Queensland champion did it nicely and finished the heats as event 29. Lights are out, we're set for the final event of the night. Shanks and Kent on the front row. Oh, David Kent, left hand down and give Shank a big punt. Never mind, Shank still to the lead. Raymond now is in on the action. One of the Wix cars, Jers, Ashley Atkins, Budgeon, and about 1,000 others. But after the first lap, Rob Shank leads from Kent, Raymond, Jers, as Ashley Atkins turns the big 83 around. And he'll keep it going. And the race will continue. Rob Shank still your leader from Kent, Raymond, Jers and Wicks. Oh, Shane Jers going upstairs for an outside move on Raymond. Jessica's awake to it. And keeps a good concentration, 3 and 4. Jers still fighting on the outside as they go into turn 3. Jers still fighting. Jers and Raymond side by side, the battle for 3rd and 4th. Jers with the slide upper hand. He got the big Falcon going forward. They're still side by side down the back straight. And Jers now up into 3rd. Oh, we got contact in front of us. As Calvert turns, Atkins runs into the back. The orange Cortina of Calvert. Shane Jers and Jessica Raymond putting a cracker of a display. Lights are out, we're set to restart. Shanks leads Kent past the cone, we're underway. Jers has been put up to 3rd in front of Raybach. And we'll battle it out. Jers and the big Falcon. The looks still have it starting to come on. Then he tries the outside move on the orange Cortina of David Kent. Raymond now wants back into the action and wants a third spot back as Raymond now gets up the inside of Jers. Oh, it's a big battle for second, third and fourth. David Kent, Jers runs high. And Raymond now back up into third. Shane Jers fights back in the big Falcon. But to no avail as Laurie Wicks now gets past. Rob Shanks, your race leader. Of David Kent and Jessica Raymond. Wicks and Jers. The front five have got out from Budget. Kirley Pearce, James Elliott, Runner Singy Wardrow, Sarah Franz Atkins, Michelle Barbara. The South Burnett 47 still your race leader. There the 2 and 3 wild down the back straight. Kirley Pearce in the 77. Runs high, but she gets it all sorted out and keeps on going. Shank from Kent or Raymond. Ashley Atkins, the big 83. Still running up round the boards around the outside of Woodrow. Woodrow gets back past Atkins. Bit of contact further back. But Shank still leads from Kent, Raymond, Wicks, and Jers. As James Elliott now mounts a challenge to get past Budgeon for sixth. Shane Jers going to the upstairs. Run around the fence to try to make up some positions in the closing laps. He's up to fourth. And sets his sights on Raymond once again. Jers still running up with a couple of laps to go. Shank leads from Kent, Raymond and Jers. Nets helter-skelter further back for the minor placings. From 6 through to 12. Jers upstairs, white flag out. Shank leads with 3 corners to negotiate. Raymond runs in third, Jers to the outside. Final corner, Shanks. Kent, Raymond now up the inside. Raymond running second, Dave Kent will be relegated to the third. Shane Jers back in fourth. The rest of the field comes past Wicks, Elliott, Atkins, Woodrow, Runner Singy, Barbula, Calvert, Pearce, and Shane Wicks, and Mick Budgeon. But your race winner and the final winner of the night is the South Burnett 47 of Rob Shanks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thanks very much for your support. And make sure you make your way back here on January 6th for the next meeting. Queensland title for the AFCF Juniors. Good night and drive safe. We'll see you again soon. Todd Dorr must be about $1.03 to win Heat 1. But anything happens in modifier production racing. Watch for Thompson all over the back. Leroy Dalgrove that certainly knows how to throw the Cortina around, and Greg Whirling from the back. Pack 'em, stack 'em and rack 'em, folks. Heat 1 of the Modifier Production Series about to get underway. Darby Shawbrook in the front row. Here we go, folks. We're underway, green flag at the ready, Todd Doyle. We'll wait a minute to number 1. Steve Thompson hard up the inside of Doyle down the back straight the first time. Shawbrook going backwards as Grother gets up the inside. Todd Doyle leads him through turn 4 for the first time. Thompson, here's hard on the back of Doyle. Leroy made his way, Grother hard on the back of Shellcross. Shawbrook, McDonald whirling. Oh, Toddy Doyle is your race leader through 3 and 4 for the second lap. Thompson is all over the back of Doyle. Shawbrook going to the fence. He hangs on to it, lets McDonald whirling. Todd Doyle. There's your race leader, it's Brother now, tries to get up the inside. Oh, Leroy. Oh, they're up on the infield, looking for a way. Grother up into third. Doyle still leads. Thompson throwing everything at Doyle. Grother is up into third. From Leroy is Shawcross now, trying to find a way up the inside. The Corvette Queensland Commodore. Oh, go to O. Todd Doyle, the Queensland champs on him high. Here's number 1 in this day. But Thompson is all over the back of him. Might have made some ground up on that lap. Grother's not out of this one. Leroy, Shellcross and whirling. As they're all up in the infield looking for the fast way around the showgrounds. Todd Doyle through 3 and 4 again. Opened up 4 or 5 lengths on Thompson to Grother. Thompson car lane right over on the right rear. As he may have problems in the Maryborough 8, white flag is out. As Toddy Doyle takes the 1 lap flag to go. Thompson here was laying over because he's got our front flat right tyre. Whirling, trying to go around the outside. Black and white checker at the ready. Toddy Doyle takes out heat 1. Doyle Grother home in second. Leroy the next one home from Shellcross. Thompson makes it past. Oh, frantic stuff. Whoa, what a heat 1. How about that, folks? Put your hands together for the Queensland champ, Todd Doyle. Heat 2 of the Modifier Productions, and the man that does all the jabbering normally on the mic is out there in the South Burnett 31. Had a fantastic run, started 17th in the final last weekend and got his way up to 6th or 7th. He's not only a fantastic commentator, but he can pole it. A Falcon around nicely, and let's see how many people he wrecks in Heat 2. From Gladstone will start out at 1, Neil Coomber. Gary Morosky will start on the outside and the little rotary. And isn't that thing a wild machine? The Kingaroy favourite, Travis Barron, will be out of 3. Steve Price. Pile in the Manolo. Super Street out of 4. The man that won the A-Main at Archerfield last weekend in the Toowoomba 72 Falcon of Shane Langton out of 5. Mark Ferguson will start out of 6 in the 42. All the way from Cairns in the Oscott. 4 Falcon, it's a treat. Wayne Miles out of 7. And Luke Hollyman in the 44. Lights are out. We're set to go, folks. Coomber and Moroski up the front row. Watch for Barron to get up on the inside of them in the grass. Here we go. We're going racing. Coomber and Moroski going hard at it. Price, Barron, Ferguson, Langton, Miles, and Hollyman. Archie Bargy further back. Moroski leads it up the first lap. Cooper, Price goes wide. Travis Barron up onto the back of Price. Ferguson, Langton, Holman around the outside of Miles. Milo's pulled the infield with problems in the Cairns machine. The Oscott Falcon pulls the infield and take no further part as Travis Barron gets up the inside. Oh, Price with the big Falcon fights back. But have a look at Moroski. Shut the gate, the horses bolted. The little RX-7 here screaming out in front. Coomber, Barron up the inside of Price. Ferguson, Langton and Hollyman. Freight train from 3rd to 7. No doubt about your race leader. Coomber, Price, Barron, Ferguson, Langton, Hollyman unchanged. As Ferguson gets up on the back of Barron. Oh, the boys are well behaved thus far. And Moroski puts another lap in the bank. Coomber, Price, Barron, Ferguson, Langton, and Hollyman. Unchanged. And nose to tail. Coomber's working hard. Price, Barron, Ferguson. Still doing it nicely out in front. Coomber, Price, Barron, Ferguson, Langton and Hollyman. Ferguson looking for a wide pass, Travis Barron. The Brisbane Flyer in the 42. Closing up on the back of the 31. Hollyman all over Langton through 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the ready. Give it a Moroski. With Coomber and Travis Barron holding on from 3rd. Oh, heat 2. Come on, folks. How about the man out in front? The Rotary. That's how you do it. Gary Moroski. Okay. The current New South Wales champion of the Queensland Speedway Spares. Number 98 on the roof of Michael Halley will start out of 1. The man that started a pole last week in the A-Main, Craig Mellor, will start out of 2. Stephen Zal out of Harvey Bay. The beautifully presented Commodore out of 3. On his outside, Steve Downs all the way from Lismore. John Tischler will start out of 5. Jason Campbell and Troy Ware's your field of 7. Watch for Mellor and Halley on the front row. We're set to go for heat 3. Oh, we're up and running. Mellor's gone high. Something's sounding very ugly. Downs and Zal. Further back, but Michael Halley, the New South Wales champion. Out in front, something sounding feral out there. No doubt about your leader after lap 1, Michael Halley from Craig Mellor. Stephen Downs. Stephen Zal, Tischler, Troy Ware, and Jason Campbell. Michael Halley's got about 6 or 7 lengths on Mellor. Back to Downs. Zal, Tischler, Troy Ware, and Jason Campbell. Have a look at Halley. He is standing on the front button. And he's got the big old Falcon working nicely around the showgrounds. He's turning some quick laps. Craig Mellor looking nice and quick in the V6. Down Zal, Tischler and Troy Ware. Campbell can't go with him. Oh, fast pace. That's Michael Halley. Doing it how he knows best. Out in front. Mellor, that new Commodore, is working nicely. Had a good start to the season. After an A-Main win at Mother Mountain Speedway only a few weeks ago. Halley, Mellor, Downs. Zal coming under attack from Tischler, Troy Ware. We're now on the inside of Tischler. Troy Ware up in the grass and gets himself undone. Gathers it up. Halley puts another one in the books. The Queensland Speedway Smash Falcon, current New South Wales champion, doing it nicely. From Mellor, down Zal, Tischler, Troy Ware, and Jason Campbell. But Halley is on fire and doing it nicely out in front. Troy Ware now on the inside of Tischler through 1 and 2. Good battle those two. Ware all over the back as Halley takes a white flag for 1 to go. Ware going up the inside. Now into the back of Tischler down through turns 4. Good battle further back. Troy Ware all over the back. Ware turns Tischler around and that'll bring on the yellows. Oh, Troy Ware in the blue and white Falcon. If you're going to turn someone around, I wouldn't do it in front of the Chief Steward. But I would imagine that that'll be declared. Oh, black flag being given to Troy Ware. And he'll be spoken to. Check it flag. How about that, folks? Put your hands together for Heat 3 winner, Michael Halley. Fantastic other sponsors for making it all possible once again. Hydraulic Drilling Services, the major sponsor. Aussie Trackwear, also there. Performance Wholesale. Ross's Auto Transport. AAA Brisbane Tilt Tray Towing. Trackwell Motor Bodybuilders, Blackburn Performance Engines, Trents International, John and Coral Carroll Speedway Photography, Speedline Engineering, Oz Metal Recyclers, Oztech Oil and Lubricants, Mac 1 Designs, Kingaroy Equipment Sales, Hillside Auto Dismantlers, Gympie Pool World, Garrett's Earth Moving Gas Engines, East Coast Traffic Control, Kalula Foods and Packaging, AFCO Shock Doctor, and Troy Ware Constructions. A big list, but we need plenty of dollars to make it all possible. Let's get set for this Heat 4 about to get underway. Raymond v. Raymond on the front row. The old third running dog and Aiden Raymond. Aiden Raymond blows to the front. McGimpy 28, Greg. Oh, it's messy further back. Baldwin and Barron hard into each other like they're driving push cars on the infield. Baldwin is under pressure from Barron, but Aiden Raymond is a race leader. Aiden Raymond leads the old boy Greg. Robert Trapp running in third. As Baldwin's got a tyre rubbing further back. Oh, a little bit messy. Aiden Raymond doing it nicely. Greg Raymond hard up high trying to get a set and a run on his son. Robert Trapp in the 23. Is it coming and chasing down Raymond? Trapp is starting to close in on Greg. Robert Trapp in the Commodore over back. No, look at the action further back. Baldwin trying to get on the inside of Niesler. Raymond leads him. Raymond back to Trapp. Fletcher, Barron, Niesler and Baldwin. Fletcher's got past Barron. Brett Barron isn't coming. As Baldwin now gets up to the inside of Niesler. Brett Barron trying to get past the big Falcon of Gavin Fletcher, but it's still Aiden Raymond. He's got 4 lengths on Greg. Robert Trapp won't go away. Oh, Baldwin now tries to go to the outside around of Niesler. Aiden Raymond leads Heat 4. Greg Raymond to Trapp. Fletcher and Brett Barron hard at work for 4. Niesler to Baldwin. White flag at the ready. Aiden Raymond with 1 lap to go. The Croy Auto Wreckers forward. Of Aiden Raymond down the back straight for the final time. Checkered flag at the ready. Heat 4 won't go to Aiden Raymond. Greg Raymond, the old dog, still got plenty to go. Robert Trapp will be the next one home in third. From Gavin Fletcher, Matt Barron, Jot Tischler and Darren Baldwin. Oh, frantic stuff. How about that, folks? Put your hands together for the Gympie flyer, Aiden Raymond. If you yell at Homer loud enough, he'll beep the horn. Let's see who gets whole shot into the turn 1. My money will be on Barron, but watch for Aiden Raymond off the second row. Homer's still doing plenty of laps. Lights are out, we're set to go. Watch for Barron to blow right past Ware into turn one and Raymond to follow him. Oh, Brett Barron straight to the front. Oh, Troy Ware. Turn it around. Turn the Falcon around. Not sure if he had a helping hand from one behind. He's certainly a quick man around Kingaroy. Just about killed myself in the commentary box, but we're underway. Barron and Ware. Side by side, Troy Ware got a better run. Barron now under attack from Raymond. Troy Ware leads it. Oh, Fletcher and Coomber side by side down the back straight. Troy Ware turned around again. Oh, yellow's on. Oh dear. He may have done that by himself. Let's go and get this one underway. Campbell and Barron. Green flag, get ready to be dropped. Well, we're under. Barron is going forward quickly. Aidan Raymond. Oh, scattered up, helter skelter. Coomber and Fletcher stuck together, keep it going. Aidan Raymond around the outside of Campbell, and he's right on the back. Oh, Barron. Brad Barron is your race leader. Aidan Raymond chasing hard from Jason Campbell, Steve Downs. Troy Ware and Coomber and Fletcher 3 wide down the back straight. Coomber gets past Fletcher, no harm done. Brad Barron. Oh, he's doing it nicely. Aidan Raymond, is he coming? He's going to be good if he's going to get past the V-train. Oh, Brad Barron. Oh, down, swarming all over the back of Campbell. Raymond closes. As Down now gets the nose up the inside of Campbell through 3 and 4. Brad Barron. Wait a minute. Panel Robbie on the South Burnett 40. Hey, bit of tyre smoke. That's not affecting the speed, but Aidan Raymond, I should say, is a coming. Campbell doing nicely to hold off Downs, Coomber, Fletcher and Ware. Coomber runs high through 1 and 2, allows Fletcher to get up on the inside. They're side by side into turn 3. Fletcher and Coomber going up near the boards. Hangs on to it, meanwhile out in front. Barron leads Raymond. Campbell and Downs. Brett Barron. Aidan Raymond can't make any improvements and about a length and a half off the pace. Barron doing it nicely. Aidan closes that time. Oh, Barron might have done a tyre. He's done a tyre all right, and Aidan Raymond inherits the lead. Tyre gone down on the Red Barron machine. Oh, has it? 2 corners to negotiate. And the Gympie 28 of Aidan Raymond will win it. Brett Barron the next one home. Jason Campbell from Steve Downs. Fletcher, Coomber and Troy Ware. Hard luck story for Brett Barron. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for Aidan Raymond. Hard luck story for Brett Barron. Was doing it nicely. And had troubles out of turn 2, and Aidan. He didn't need traffic lights to tell him to go past. Only 5 starters in this one. Darren Baldwin is a scratchy. John Tischler's there. Stephen Zar will start. Greg Whirling. Looks like Dennis Shellcross and Toddy Doyle will be wrapped about. Starting out at 5. We're set to go for Heat 6. Tischler and Zar on the front row. We're going green. Little bit of water. Tischler runs wide. He hangs on to the lead. Whirling and Zal side by side. Todd Doyle looking for a way underneath Shellcross. Whirling slits up underneath Zal and blows past into second. Shellcross up high. Allows Todd Doyle. Here comes Todd Doyle. Tischler. He gets into trouble. Greg Whirling, your new leader. Todd Doyle up in a second. Whirling and Doyle, Doyle and Whirling. The Track World Commodore, the Queensland #1. Got plenty of speed in the Queensland #1. As we've lost John Tesla to the infield, we've got 4 left. Whirling has got Todd Doyle all over the back. Todd Doyle a couple of nudges to let him know he's there. Doyle up the inside of Whirling for the race lead. Todd Doyle is your new race leader from Whirling. Shellcross and Zal. Todd Doyle's Commodore is flying out in front. Whirling trying to go with him. Can't match him for speed. Shellcross and the Cortina sits in 3rd. Back to Zal in 4th. Unchanged in the Track Well Commodore, your current Queensland #1. Doing it nicely out in front. He's got 4 or 5 lengths. Back to Whirling. Doyle is flying out in front. He's turning some extremely quick lap times. The Track Well Commodore. And is throwing down a gauntlet to the rest of the competitors tonight. Whirling starting to be chased down by Shellcross. Checkered flag at the ready. Dominant display by the Gimpy Flyer. Oh, no doubt about that. How about that, folks? That's your Queensland champion. Give it up for Toddy Doyle. Oh, this just through. Bit of mic problems. As I was saying, Todd Doyle has been put back 2 positions for a legal pass. Whirling will win Heat 6 from Shellcross. And Todd Doyle in 3rd. Controversy at the end of Heat 6. Travis Barron slots up to 6. We're set to go. Ferguson V-Trap on the front row. Oh, Ferguson a little balk. It runs Trappy very high into turn 1. Trappy's going to have to work hard for this one as Morosky blows by the inside. Oh, Grother gets turned around and we got boys upside down and over. Oh, Dale Grother turned around and over he went. Oh dear. Another rollover. Massive contact there. Inside. Oh, Grother gets turned around and we got boys upside down and over. Oh, Dale Grother turned around. Making sure everything's okay over there. Here we go. Ferguson once again pushes Trap high. He's got Trappy. Trappy's fighting back hard on the outside. Halley up on the inside of Morosky and Barron. Oh, look at Barron and Halley side by side. Oh, it's frantic. Halley up on the inside of Barron for fourth. Sets his sides off. The Mazda or Morosky. Ferguson leads from Trap, Morosky and Halley. Halley now on the Queensland Speedway's best Falcon. Up on the inside of the Mazda, Gary Morosky. Morosky's up near to Francis and into third to Halley. Halley's chasing on to Trap. Mark Ferguson of the Brisbane 42 Falcon is a race leader. He's got problems. Oh, Ferguson's got problems. And Robert Trapp's your new race leader. Robert Trapp, look at Halley. Halley's got the front wheel up in the air. And he's hard at work behind. Let's warm a driver, Robert Trapp. Trappy and Halley and Trapp. Oh, look at the battle. Oh, Trappy low. Halley's going to have to go upstairs to get around him. Morosky fights back in the RX-7. Halley, here's it coming. Trap, Halley, Morosky and Barron. Oh, ding-dong battle. Isn't it frantic up the front? Trappy. Driving a nice race. Halley now up the inside and Trap down the back straight. Trap closes the door. And he continues out in front. Oh, Morosky. He's coming still also. Oh, Trap standing in his seat. Halley is showing the sink. The knives and fork, he's throwing everything at him. He can't get past the Toowoomba Flyer of Robert Trapp. Oh, here's Connor Carling on Halley to Morosky. 2 laps to go. Oh, Halley gets a better run down the back straight. He's right onto the back of the Commodore Trapp. Through turn 4, takes the white flag. We got one to go, people. Trapp, Halley, Morosky. Oh, what a battle. Trapp gets a sluggish run. Halley up the inside. Oh, he's up in the infield. Trapp fights back. Checkered flag at the ready. Oh, Robert Trapp will take this one out from Halley, Morosky, and Travis Barron. Oh, how about that, folks? Put your hands together for the Toowoomba Flyer Rubber Trap. Oh, what a heat race. Trappy down on the pole line, and the big Falcon of Halley couldn't get past. Oh dear. I think you'll find that Michael Halley has been put back 2 spots for the argy-bargy. So your official placings will be 23, 3, someone else, and Halley in 4th. That's right. The Kingaroy champion, Travis Barron, will get 3rd. Okay, event or heat 8 in the Modify Productions. Out on the track now. Luke Hollyman, the former Super Street driver. Hollyman will start out of 1. Steve Price out of 2. Steve Thompson out of 3. Shawbrook out of 4. Shane McDonald and Greg Raymond. 6 for the start. Oh, we're underway. Hollyman and Price. Thompson gets past. Schwarbuck fights back. Back to McDonald and Raymond, but Steve Price, your race leader. Hollyman in the Cortina, hot at the heels of Price. To put the first lap in the box. Thompson runs in 3rd. Schwarbuck. Oh, Hollyman turned himself around, and we got a demolition derby in turn 1. Oh, contact. Helter Skelter. How about that in turn 1? Do you like that one? Runs in 3rd. Schwarbuck. Oh, Hollyman turned himself around, and we got a demolition derby in turn 1. Oh dear, Shawbrook, plenty of panel work hanging off. Hollyman turned himself around, and it was a little ugly, to say the least. Thompson with big damage to the Maribor right, and he looks a little dejected. They're stacked, packed and racked for 10 laps. Okay, Price got the good start. McDonald and Raymond all over the back of him. Down the back straight for the first time. Price leads McDonald to Raymond. Oh, McDonald's got some panel work flying. Raymond into the side of McDonald. Oh, Pricey, here's still your leader. Runs high, he's got the Falcon working nicely. Raymond now up the inside of McDonald, who runs high, and he moves up into 2nd. McDonald runs very high and lets Raymond up into 2nd. On Steve Price in the 37 Falcon. The track's starting to take some rubber as it starts to dust off a little. Steve Price is your leader. Raymond is closing. Can Raymond chase down Price? The old dog's got plenty of life in him yet. Greg Raymond, is it coming? The Kingaroy, I reckon's Falcon is starting to close the gap to Price. McDonald just running around. happy with third. Oh, Price. Raymond runs high. Oh, Pricey. Oh, Pricey still leading. Raymond might have a misfire in the Kingaroy Auto Records Falcon. Right, Pricey. Price and Raymond to McDonald. Mustn't be many laps left in this one. White flag at the ready. Price for one more lap to go. To Raymond and McDonald. I would imagine that's where they'll stay. Steve Price will take out heat 8. Rick Raymond will be the next one home from Shane McDonald. And that'll be how they end. Just an announcement, all kids, can you make sure you stay away from the racing fence? You must stay away from the catch fence. As high performance video, you get some great footage of the airplane coming in over the venue. Fletcher out of one, Downs on his outside. Raymond will slot up to 3. Troy Ware, Greg Whirling, Tesla and Stephen Zahl. Heat 9 about to get underway. No, it's not. I'm getting excited. Sit down and give the big legs a rest. We've got another rolling lap. Nice and steady. Here we go, we're going to stand on the fun button. Here we go, Fletcher's hard on the big Falcon, goes straight to the front. Raymond follows him through in a second. Troy Ware left, high right, Handsome and Whirling will get up the inside. Oh, Downs now up into third, Whirling, Ware, Tesla and Zahl. Gavin Fletcher through the first lap of the race leader from Greg Raymond, hot on his heels. Troy Ware's going backwards in a hurry. In the 71, oh, look at Raymond up the inside of Fletcher. Downs to Whirling. Ah, it's all happening. Smoke from the Gimpy 29. Raymond is showing everything. That's Fletcher. Smoke coming from the 29. How much longer will it go? Fletcher, Raymond, Downs and Whirling. It's your front four in their battle out, nice and hard at the front. Fletcher, oh, Raymond hard into the back. Downs now hard into the side of Raymond. Raymond left hand down. There's trouble, no. Oh, have a look at the action. Raymond and Downs. Raymond's got to be dirty. He'll be seeing red, and that he will. Sets his sights on the Lismore 5 flyers, Steve Downs. Whirling runs in fourth. Oh, Troy Well backs her into the fence in turn 1. Oh, he keeps it going. Stephen Zahl's got problems also, but the action's still on out the front. Fletcher. Oh, Raymond now up the inside of Downs. Whirling too, looking for a way past. Downs fights back. Downs now up the inside of Raymond. Oh, have a look at this. Oh, we got a tyre off Stephen Zal. And Zali will need the Clayton's tilt tray service. Well, it's all happening. The modified production. Looks like everything is sorted over there around the Gympie 29. The Raymond car could put on a fireworks display, as he may want to get out of that pretty quickly. Homer to the rescue, he'll put it out. Looks like all flames have been extinguished, but I wouldn't imagine Raymond will take any further part in this heat. Okay, here we go, down swirling, Chaser and Ware. That's a restart. Can a Queenslander get past the front two New South Wales cars? Downs and whirling, 1-2. Through turn number 4 to put another one in the bank. Chaser and Ware running third and fourth. But Downs, he got about a car length on whirling down the back straight. Steve Downs leads this one from whirling. Ware and Tesla have changed positions on that lap. The Cortina up into the back of Ware. Through turn 2 and on the back straight, but Downs still running nice and high, whirling, trying to get up the inside of Downs to 1 and 2. There's a couple of laps left to fight this one out. Oh, Tesla hard into Ware and turns him around. I think that might bring on the yellows. Possibly it won't. The race will continue. White flag out. Downs and whirling. Half a lap to go. Whirling, can he get past Downs? Downs runs a little high through 4. Whirling up the inside, the Downs will hang on for the win. Whirling, the next one home. John Tesla and Troy West sits on from the infield. How about that, folks? He made the trip all the way from Lismore, New South Wales. Give it up for Steve Downs. Travis Barron in the 31 will start out of 3, and we'll have the Queensland champion Todd Doyle out of 4 next to him. Darren Baldwin back after missing heat 2. And will we see any others come out to play? Ferguson, Schwalbrook and Peacock. And I won't persuade the judges on the decision. Bud Maribor is a great track. Anyway, we're underway. Campbell and Leroy. Barron up into the side of Doyle. That's what we'd like to see. Toddy Doyle going around the outside of Campbell, Barron and Baldwin. Oh, Baldwin and Barron side by side down the back straight. Todd Doyle up behind. Hang on. The boss man isn't happy. But we're still under full noise. Todd Doyle trying to get up the inside of Leroy. Baldwin around the outside of Campbell through 3 and 4. Todd Doyle, oh, big whack into Leroy as he goes past. Leroy back to second, Travis Barron, Darren Baldwin and Jason Campbell. Oh, Doyle's your race leader from Leroy. Barron, Baldwin and Campbell. Toddy Doyle is hard on it. Can Leroy chase him back down? Barron in third with Baldwin hot on his tail to Campbell. Toddy Doyle is out in front by 5 and 6 lengths on Leroy. Baldwin over the back of Barron. The battle for 3rd and 4th. The current Queensland champion, as he knows best, out in front. Leroy, Barron to Baldwin and Campbell. Will anyone be able to stop the track well coming to Todd Doyle? Leroy, Barron and Baldwin, the action's for 3rd. Todd Doyle comes through 3 and 4. Down the main straight. They'll put another one in the books. Barron still holding off Baldwin for 3rd. And Campbell runs in 5th. Toddy Doyle making it look easy. The track well called off Queensland number 1. Punching his way through 1. Down the back straight. Checkered flag at the ready. The current Queensland number 1. Toddy Doyle. Leroy. To Travis Barron and Darren Baldwin. And Jason Campbell will bring out the rear. But what a drive, folks. Come on, put your hands together for the Queensland champ, Toddy Doyle. Shell Cross and Neil Coomer will be your front row. Hollyman, Trapp and Morosky. The lights are out, we're set to go. Shell Cross and Coomer, the green lights are waving. Shell Cross, look at Morosky trying to get up the inside of Hollyman. Hollyman close to the door and Trapp goes around the outside up into 3rd. Bundaberg off Shellcross is your race lead after the first lap. Coomer runs in 2nd, Robert Trapp runs in 3rd. Hollyman and Morosky. Down the back straight for the second time. Dennis Shellcross. It is starting to come under attack from Neil Coomber. The Gladstone Fire with Robert Trapp from Toowoomba starting to close down on those two. Holyman and Morosky battle it out for fourth and fifth. Oh, Morosky loses a lot of ground as he gets the RX-7 high up on the boards. Oh, Shellcross in the 81 still leads Coomber. Trapp, Holyman and Morosky. Through 3 and 4. The Cortina may have pulled out a length or so on Coomber that lap. Robert Trapp's not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. Holyman and Morosky round out your field. Shellcross, that Cortina's looking nice. He comes past the boss to put another on the books. Coomber to Trapp. Holyman and Morosky. Through 3 and 4. Oh, I don't think they'll catch Shellcross. Pulled out another length or so on that lap. Coomber, Trapp. Holyman is under all sorts of attack from the Mazda. Oh, Gary Morosky. Oh, Shellcross working a little higher each time he goes past, looking for a bit more drive. As the inside taking plenty of rubber and starting to slick off. Shellcross, Coomber, Trapp. Holyman is working double time and a half down the back straight with the little Mazda hot on the heels. White flag at the ready. Dennis Shellcross has got 1 lap to go. Coomber and Trapp. Holyman, Morosky. Checkered flag at the ready. Bundaberg's Dennis Shellcross will win heat 11. Neil Coomber to Robert Trapp. Luke Holyman and Gary Morosky. And that's how they will finish heat 11. How about it, folks? Put your hands together for the man from Bundaberg, Dennis Shellcross. Mr. Entertainment, Michael Halley out of 4. Brett Barron is back. Steve Price and Aidan Raymont. We're set for green in the final heat for Modified Productions. McDonald and Grather got a cracker of a start. Oh, Grather gives McDonald's a 1-4 into the corner. Neisler and Halley. Oh, Neisler's turned around. And Raymont, a nice little take off the idea. McDonald and Grather to do it all again. Here we go, green flag at the ready. McDonald got a better start that time. Oh, look at Grather fighting back on the outside. Michael Halley goes straight to the inside. Oh, Halley and Grather. Oh, nose to tail down the back straight for the first time. Look at Barron. Brett Barron going around the outside of Price. Sets his sights on Neisler. Oh, Barron into the back at Neisler. Oh, how about the action further back? But Shane McDonald, the Toowoomba flyer out in front. Grover, Halley and Raymont. Neisler, Price and Barron. Oh, plenty of action. McDonald leads, but for how long? Grover is under heaps of attack from Michael Halley. Aidan Raymond biding his time. Through 2 and 4 and down the main straight. McDonald leads again. Grover, Halley. Aidan Raymond, Neisler, Price and Barron. Oh, Halley looking for a higher move to go around the outside, perhaps a Grover. Will anyone venture the outside? Brett Barron will. Brett Barron going upstairs and trying to go high side around Price. Oh, here goes Barron. Barron, Nisley and Price locked in a ding-dong battle. Oh, get there, 3 wide. Price, Nisley and Barron. Oh, Barron left hung out to dry. Michael Halley gets up the inside of Grother. Grother shuts the door. Halley with a smack on the back of Grother. Another whack. Aidan Raymond in on the action. Oh, Rubbing's racing, but Shane McDonald gets out to about 3 or 4 lengths on Grother, Halley and Raymond. No, it's all happening on this one, folks. Final heat from Modified Productions as Barron gets up the inside and over. Halley still looking for a way past Grother. Aidan Raymond now trying to get the nose up the inside of the Queensland Speedway Spurs Falcon. Halley looking upstairs. Raymond now, but he can't get the nose of the Falcon. Upside Halley. Now he looks for a way through. Halley and Raymond and Grother. Oh, look at these 3 turning it on through turn 4. 1 lap to go. McDonald out in front. Grother, Halley and Raymond. Halley gets a push. Raymond up the inside. Aidan Raymond up to 3rd. Halley fighting back on the outside. Checkered flag out. McDonald to win it. Halley is losing spots. Grother, Aidan, Price, Barron, then Halley and Niesler. How about that, folks? The final heat. Put your hands together for Shane McDonald. Oh, what a heat race. Halley will be dirty even. It went to go the outside move. On Grother, final lap got left high and dry. And he dropped back to 6th and not happy about it. How good is the final going to be? Okay, folks. 22 cars, 30 laps. If you're in the toilet, I'd hurry up and get out. You're about to miss the 30-lap A-main. The best of the best here tonight. Doyle v. Aidan Raymond on the front row. Robert Trapp, Dennis Shellcross, Morosky Whirling, Halley, Downs, Price, Coomber, McDonald, Travis Barron, Raymond, Grother, Barron Leroy, Campbell, Teaser Hollyman, Fletcher Baldwin, and Niesler. That's your field. Folks, get set for the A-main. Hang on to your hats. We get down and dirty for 30. Doyle and Raymond on the front row. They're in the starter's hands. Green light. Oh, here we go. Hard into the one. Caution. Shellcross. Coomber. Grother. Oh, cars going every which way. It's still working, and Todd Doyle's your race leader. How we got through the first lap, I'm not sure. But Todd Doyle is your race leader. Morosky, Trapp, Halley, Price, Travis Barron going backwards and nose to tail. Campbell pulls to the infield with problems in the 97. And Todd Doyle out in front. Morosky, Trapp, Halley. Price as Barron gets up the inside of Greg Raymond. Darren Baldwin going to the fence. Then he hangs on to the big Falcon. But Todd Doyle, the Queensland champion, out in front. Morosky chasing on hard the RX-7. Trapp coming under fire from Halley. Raymond, Price, Whirling and McDonald. Oh, action everywhere. Morosky, Trap, Halley. Aiden, Raymond to Price, Worley. Then nose to tail. All the way back. That Todd Doyle is still your leader. And he's got a couple of car lengths on Morosi. The speed starts to pick up as the track blows the water up it. Trap, Halley and Aiden Raymond. Leroy looking to make a move up the inside of Tischler. McDonald up the inside of Whirling. Whirling shuts the doors. Halley looking for a way past. The Toowoomba Flyer track. Aiden Raymond now trying to go up the inside of Halley. Oh, plenty of loving and racing. Toddy Doyle comes up. To put a lap down on the back markers. Trap runs in third in front of Halley Raymond. Price, Worley, McDonald and Downs. Oh, nose to tail, well behaved thus far. Yes, Shell Cross closes up on the back of Raymond. Oh no, Toddy Doyle still looking for a way past. Hollyman who runs at the rear. Morosky will close up on the back of Doyle as Shellcross starts to come with an attack from Kingaroy's own Travis Barron. Trapping in, Halley running third and fourth, nose to tail. Aiden Raymond back to Price. Todd Doyle puts a lap down on Hollyman. Trap, Halley, Aiden Raymond. Price, McDonald down. As Todd Doyle gets past Darren Baldwin and put a laps down on him. Robert Trapp runs in third still to Halley, Aiden Raymond. Price, Whirling, McDonald Downs. Barron, Raymond, Shellcross and Barron. Oh, Morosky now up the inside of Baldwin. Tries to chase down Toddy Doyle, but he's a long way in front. The track well Commodore. A long way out in front. Morosky hanging on. Robert Trapp holding off Halley. So then helter skelter further back as they start to drift up the inside line, looking for more traction further up. Leroy up in the inside of Barron. He closes the door on him. Oh, Aiden Raymond challenging on Halley. Todd Doyle up into the side of Grotha, trying to make his way past. Morosky runs in second. Trap, Halley, Raymond, Price, Worley. Oh, Travis Barron might have a flat outside front. And he'll pull to the infield and take no further part. Todd Doyle up on the back of Neisler. That's Michael Halley now up on the inside of Trap for a challenge for third. Trap closes back and shuts the door. Halley relegated to fourth still. Aiden Raymond now for a challenge up into fourth. Barron sits off from the infield and watches. We still have 20 out there. Todd Doyle doing it nicely out in front. Morosky running unchallenged in second. A long way back to Travis. Halley gets up on the inside of Trap and makes tries to make a move up into third. Trap runs high. Oh, yellows are on. As we got Darren Baldwin in between the 3 and 4 fence. frantic start to the final. One more rolling lap, or are we going to go this time? We're going green this time. Doyle lead us away again. Morosky, Trent, Halley and Raymond. Here comes Steve Pride. Oh, Shellcross up in the fence. So too Grover and Tisler. Shellcross has got problems and he'll pull to the infield with front end damage and take no further part. Meanwhile, Todd Doyle leads. Morosky, Trent and Halley. It's a little bit tighter up in front as Price gets past Raymond and sets his side on the front bunch of four. Todd Doyle, Morosky, Trapman, Halley. Halley's got the front inside off the ground. Brett Barron now up the inside of Downs. Oh, it's all happening. Trap runs high and Michael Halley now looks at his sights on the front two. Oh, Todd Doyle and Gary Morosky. Halley, Trap, Price, Raymond, Welling, McDonald back to Raymond, Barron, Leroy and Downs. Ah, it's frantic at the front and Todd Doyle has got the slightest margin over Morosky in the little RX-7. Who is piloting the little machine nicely. 7 on the roof. He's up on the inside of Todd Doyle. Here comes Morosky. The RX-7 is handling the conditions a little better as Michael Halley closes up on the front two. And we've got a race on our hands. Leroy up the inside of Aaron. Trap is losing ground. His car's going off. Obviously got the wrong setup, but he's still running in fourth. Doyle, Morosky, and Halley. Your front two. Trap, Price, Raymond. Nose to tail. All the way back to about 10 to 11. Not too many hurts. Brett Barron and Steve Downs get turned around and will bring the yellows on. Oh, well. Toddy Doyle will lead us away for 3 laps. Doyle, Morosky, Halley and Trap. Price is in on the action also. Let's see what unfolds before us. Todd Doyle will come around. There's 2 laps to go. Todd Doyle. Checkered flag at the ready. Toddy Doyle will win it from Gary Morosky. Michael Halley to Robert Trapp. Madalo. Oh, Steve Price in Madalo's car. Raymond and Travis Barron crosses for points. How about that, folks? Put your hands together for the current Queensland champion, Todd Doyle. What a drive. A great drive by the little Mazda. Gary Morosky home in second. Michael Halley home in third. Fantastic Fantastic drive, no doubt about that. And folks, don't go anywhere. We've got a couple more feature races still to be run and won. Time.